Hey T babes. Hey T babes, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Y'all, I don't know if I like my hair or not. Like, I tried to style it a certain way, and like the look that I was going for is not the look that it came out to be. Like, I don't know. But I'm cute anyways. Hello. So yeah, thank you guys for coming back or coming to my channel. My name is Tiara, and yeah, let's get straight into it. So today I'm about to be doing a video on, got my handy dandy laptop. Today I'm going to be talking about how people will try to make you hate yourself from a young age. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but let's just get into it. So a lot of people, like, when they know that you're like a chosen one, or like when they know that you're going places in life, they can see that. Like, a lot of the time when people know that like you're going places in life, they can see that from a young age. Like, they can tell like, oh, this person is one of God's favorites. Like, they can just tell. They can tell that you're going places in life. They can tell that like you're a chosen one. Like, they can tell. And I used to never think like this, you guys. So it wouldn't surprise me if a lot of you guys didn't think like this, because I used to never think like this. And I was always like a nice person, and I was always like a really good kid, very like obedient, and I loved my family and the people that were around me. I loved my friends, my family, and they didn't love me, you guys. And I used to get bullied by not just like my peers at school, but I used to get bullied by like family members, like older family members that were like close to my age. And it starts when you're young. Like, a lot of the time it starts when you're young, and it's a lot of us, I feel like, are taught to just like behave ourselves and like, you know, don't talk back, um don't don't do anything or say anything like that could get you in trouble. If an adult says something, then just go with it, you know, because it's an adult. And we should not think like that. We shouldn't do stuff like that. I'm not saying like, oh, kids should be bad, but like, not all adults are good adults. Like, I remember when, so I have this family member, and this person was how old? I'll say like 10 years older than me. So when I was like young, like she was like I mean, I still am young, but like when I was like a child, I looked up to this person. I always thought this person was like super pretty, and like, I don't know, like I just always looked up to this person. Like, you know, a lot of little girls look up to older girls, like, so like someone in their 20s or like late teens or whatever, like they're paying attention to you. Like, and that's the type of person I was. I was like paying attention to this family member, and y'all, I don't know, but I was like paying attention to this family member, like in a good way. Like, I admired this family member. Like, even like in school, like when we had to write papers and write like about people who was like our superhero or whatever the case is, um, I would a lot of the time, if not all of the time, choose this person to write about. And like, I loved this person, but some things like would happen. Like, she would say like little things to me, and I would be like, well, that was mean, or well, that was like a odd thing to say, right? Like, and I hope the music isn't too loud, by the way. I have like some music playing in the background, but yeah, I would be like, that was like an odd thing to say. But this person would constantly like talk about me. Like, so she would like constantly talk about my appearance, constantly talk about like anything, like things that I felt like, mind you, this person we didn't live in the same city. So like we lived like hours away from each other, so I would really only see this person on like holidays or like birthdays or like whatever, like something like that. um so I wouldn't be around her like a whole lot, but I would be around her enough. So I remember when this person had pointed out like that I had a widow's peak, and my widow's peak is not like super, it's not super deep, and it's not like, I feel like only people who, I feel like you have to really focus on me to be able to see it. Like, I mean, you can't see it now because of how my hair is, but like um I didn't like really think too much of it, but like the way she said it, it was like I started paying attention to it, and I was like, oh, like, and I just started shaving it off. I just started shaving it off, and I never even noticed that about myself. Like, when someone's like jealous of you or like wants to make you feel insecure or want to make you feel bad, they will like say little things about you, and they won't say like, oh, this is so cute on you or whatever. They won't say something nice about it, and they'll just like put it out there, and then you'll be feeling self-conscious about it. They might not necessarily say, oh, that's ugly or whatever the case is, but it's like the way they say it, especially if you're saying it to somebody that's like younger than you. And um I started shaving it off, and like, it, mind you guys, it wasn't even like, first of all, there's nothing wrong with a widow's peak, and it's super rare to have a widow's peak. But the fact that I didn't even see this family member that often, and for her to be pointing out things like that, I was like, that's weird. Like, mind you, I didn't think like, oh, like my initial thought wasn't that, oh, this person doesn't like you and they're trying to make you not like yourself. Like, I didn't think like that until like when I started getting older and stuff. Like, that's when I started to think like that. Like, but like as I grew is when I started to think like that. So, but I knew like self-consciously, like, oh, like I knew subconsciously that she was trying to say it was a bad thing. She didn't say, oh, you're so cute with that or anything. Like, she just basically pointed it out and didn't say anything after. She knew what she was doing, and she was trying to make me feel a type of way. And you guys might think, oh, well, if she just said that, you guys, this person has said so much to me, like in my life, not just her, but like other family members have too. And this person also was like, this person would also like randomly like say things to me, like um she would randomly be like, oh, you should get a breast reduction, or like like I had never complained. I have never complained to somebody about my body. Like, I've never sat there and complained about anything. And, like, not anything, but I've never sat there and complained about um, my appearance or anything about myself. I've never complained to other people about it. And I never had a problem with, like, having, like, bigger tatas. Like, I never thought like, oh, like there was anything wrong with me or anything. I knew that they came in different sizes or whatever the case is, and like they weren't like, I mean, like, yeah, they were like big, but they weren't like huge, like super super, like, I don't know, I just didn't get like bad backlash from it. So maybe that's why I never thought of it, or like I just never thought of that, like, you know. But her and actually another family member will like tell me like things like this. The other family member, she's technically not a family member, but she was dating a family member, so she was around me, and she told me, the other family member, she had told me, I'll just call her the girlfriend because she was a girlfriend of my family member. I was like 11. I was either 10 or 11. Mind you, I started like developing early. So like the one day, and she had to be like 20 something. And so the one day she told me, she was like, "Oh, you might want to get a breast reduction when you get older." And I'm just like, hmm. Like, I don't want to say I didn't know what that is, but like, mind you, I'm like 10, 11 years old. Why would I be concerned about that? Like, why would I even be thinking about that? Like, and I was like a very innocent kid too. You guys, I was not doing much of anything. Like, and I had a strict parents. Like, I didn't know about a lot of things. Like, and I'm just like, like, and I'm just like, why? Like, now as an adult, I look at it and I'm like, why would you ever tell a kid that? Oh, you're trying to make this kid be self-conscious. You're trying to make this kid be insecure. That's literally the only reason. If you know they cannot go, that's not something they can go and get tomorrow or whatever, why would you tell a kid that, you know? You're obviously trying to make this kid be insecure or feel bad about herself. And back to like the other person I was just talking about, not the girlfriend, but the other one, she would like say little things like, so I have a brother, and me and my brother, we're like, we're, I don't know, I feel like sometimes we are the same skin tone, sometimes like maybe we're not, I don't know, it just depends on like the weather. Maybe it just depends on like how, it just depends on like if the sun is out, to be honest. Like, but me and my brother were like the same skin tone for the most part. So it was me, this family member, and my mom in the car, and probably this family member's kid. So we're like going back to, like, we went out of town or whatever to another, we're going back from another family member's house, and it's all of us in the car. And this was like years ago, so like I was probably like a teenager. And um this family member tells my mom, she's like, oh, she says my brother's name, and she's like, oh, Tiara's brother, but I'm not gonna say my brother's name. So she's like, Tiara's brother, he came out a really nice color. Like, he came out a good color, like skin color, by the way. And like, it was so like, I know like my mom probably didn't think like, oh, she's trying to be funny, but I could tell like, I could tell that she was trying to make me feel bad. Like, she even looked back at me, like, because she was in the front seat. She even looked back and, like, gave me a little smile. And I'm just like, what is wrong with this person? Like, mind you, I loved this person. Like, I'm just gonna say it. She was my cousin. I loved this cousin. Like, she was one of my favorite cousins. And I'm just like, why is this person being so, like, weird to me? Like, somebody that doesn't have discernment would be like, oh, she's just giving your brother a compliment. No, like, my brother wasn't even there. If you say something about one kid, why would you not say nothing nice about the other kid? That is so weird. That's so weird. Like, you're telling somebody that's like, you're telling someone, oh, this person that's a lighter shade, oh, they come out a really nice color. And then you're leaving this other person out that came out a darker shade or whatever the case is, like, being so weird. Like, she has always, like, said little things to me, but, like, she also would, like, turn around and be nice afterwards, like, or, like, before. Like, it's so weird. Like, I even took, like, somebody around her that wasn't a family member, and this was this person's first time being around her. And it was my birthday, and we were going back home, like, my birthday celebration was, like, over and stuff like that. And he was around this cousin, and he was like, oh, like, basically, she had told me I looked nice on my birthday, and I said thank you. And I turned around, and as soon as I turned around, she made this crazy face at me. And when we got in the car, he was like, that person, your cousin, was looking at you crazy when you turned around. Like, she was making the craziest face at you. And he was like, what did she do to her? Like, why is she looking at her like that? And I was like, I was trying to tell him, I was like, oh, like, she be looking like that sometimes. But I knew, like, I just didn't want to make my cousin look bad, but I knew that she didn't like, I don't know. I want to say she didn't like me. She didn't like me. She doesn't like me. That's literally that's the only thing. Like, she doesn't like me and she's jealous of me. That's the only things, like, I can come up with, because you're hyper focused on me, and you have been since I was a kid. And it's not just her, it's so many of my other family members. Like, that, a lot of people on that side, they have been obsessed with me and obsessed with trying to make me feel bad. Like, in any instance, like, my aunt, we were at my cousin's wedding, and I had put on, like, I forget what color the lipstick was, and I put, like, lip gloss over it. And my aunt, she was like, her daughter is, like, lighter skin tone than me, and her daughter wasn't even, like, around us at the time. By the way, it was just me and my aunt. Mind you, this was years ago, like 10 plus years ago. So I was like a child, and I was like a teenager, I'll say, at least. Like, however old I was like young. So, like, the lipstick lip gloss combo that I had on, it wasn't, like, crazy looking. Like, if it was, multiple people would have said something, but she's the only person that said something to me. And, like, when she see me walking down the hall by myself, because I was like, we went to, like, my cousin's wedding or whatever, and so they had rented out, like, a hotel. Or they didn't rent out the hotel, but they rented out the space in the hotel for the wedding. And so as I'm walking down the hallway in the hotel, because we all stayed at the hotel, my aunt tells me, oh, Tiara, you can't wear that lip color. Like, that don't look good on you. You can't you can't wear that lip color. You're not the same, you're not as light skinned as, and then she says her daughter's name, which is my cousin. She was like, you're not as light skinned as daughter, so you can't wear that color. And I'm like, what does this color and lip combo have to do with your daughter? and your daughter's not even here and she doesn't, huh? I was so confused. And then she did another thing like that, like she said something similar at a different time. Like her daughter had got like her daughter's hair was like blonde and or like highlights or something like that. And I, mind you, this is not my first time like wearing blonde hair, but I was getting my actual hair dyed blonde. And she tells me, I don't even know if her daughter's hair was blonde at the time, but her daughter had blonde hair before. And she gonna tell me, oh, you get your hair when you get your hair done, you can't get it as light as inserts daughter name, her daughter. She said you can't get it as light as her daughter because it won't look right on you because of your skin tone. Like, and kept reiterating that her daughter is more light skinned than me. And I'm like, why are you? First of all, a lot of the time, people with like darker skin tones, a lot of the time, people with darker skin tones, their like color on them looks so good, like especially bright colors. Like, have y'all ever seen a dark skinned girl wear like pink, like like a bright pink? Like, it looks so good on their skin. I'm not dark skinned, but like I'm just saying, like all the different shades, like please let people wear what they want to wear, lip color, lip shade, whatever. Like, let people get their hair how they want to get their hair. And really, the whole time you're saying this to me is because you want me to feel bad about myself. Constantly, like, want me to feel bad, like, want me to, just like my cousin was like, oh, Tiara's brother, he came out a nice shade and looked at me like, and I'm just like, like it was so weird. Like, they are hyper focused on you, like they're obsessed with you. Another family member, same side by the way, same like group of people, family member, and I'm gonna just say it, it was my grandma. This family member, this family member used to always try to make me feel bad, like as a kid, like, and I was like on the I don't even know if I should say chubby, like I was a little thicker than like my girl cousin that was closer to my age, which she was older than me, but like she was the closest one to my age at the time. And then I had like other cousins, obviously. um she would like be super hyper focused on me, like super mean to me as a kid. Like, mind you, I didn't like always like tell my parents everything because like I don't know, I just didn't want to be a burden. I didn't want to like cause trouble or whatever, but I did know that this is wrong. Like, I did know that this was wrong. um I remember when we went somewhere, we were like on vacation, and my grandmother was like talking about me, calling me fat, calling me all these names. And also I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, yes, I was like thicker, but I wasn't like, I just wasn't like thicker, but I just wasn't like, I wasn't that big. Like, I knew so many other people and even went to school with so many other people that was so much bigger than me. And I'm like, why are you talking about your granddaughter like this? And then my other cousins, they were just laughing and stuff. Like, mind you, I was like crying my eyes out. And they were like laughing and all this stuff, which I'm not gonna be mad at like the cousins and stuff because we was all kids. And if you see, you know, if you hear something funny or whatever, most kids are gonna laugh because they're kids. But you being the adult and you're making fun of a little kid, calling them fat and this and that, and then you're not stopping. You're seeing that they're crying and all this other stuff, and you're not stopping. You're going to keep going. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, that's how these are some of the reasons how I knew that a lot of people around me were very jealous of me and obsessed with me. Like, even the cousin I was telling you guys about, super hyper fixated on me. Not just her, my grandma was. All these like people were super obsessed with me. And like anything I did, like I remember I went to go get some ice cream out the freezer, like, and it was like around Thanksgiving or Christmas, one of those. And like the person whose house it was bought extra stuff, bought all these things because their family was coming into town. So anybody's allowed to get ice cream, anybody's allowed to get whatever they want. The food is there because it's obviously a lot of people there, and it's, family thing, I went to get some ice cream, and by the way, it was my favorite kind of ice cream. Mind you, it was my favorite and my mom's favorite kind of ice cream. Like, we're the two main people who like this kind of ice cream. So when I went to go get it, like, I made sure I did not get a lot, because I knew that people were watching me. Like, as a kid, I'm trying to hurry up because this thing talking about is running out of space. Y'all gotta get a camera. Anyways, dang it, where was I? I knew people were hyper fixated on me even as a kid. Like, anything I did, anything, if I got up, if I moved, it was like I was the star of the show and everyone was staring at me. Like, it was like a spotlight was on me. Like, and it's still that way to this day, like, to be honest. But like, and if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, because people might be like, oh, it's in your head, or oh, whatever the case is. No, you really don't know unless you've been in that position, like unless you've been in that spot where people are obsessed with you. Like, and I'm not about to, anyways, yeah. If you know, because you probably experienced multiple things too. But I got some ice cream, y'all. It was so little, the amount that I got, because I knew somebody was gonna say something. I knew someone was gonna say something to me, even though other people are getting things, doing things. It was the fact that I was doing it. Mind you, I was the youngest. Like, why are you being so mean to me? Like, you shouldn't be mean to anybody, but like, man, I got that ice cream. I went in the room to sit down to eat it. Before I could even take a bite, like, my grandma was like, oh, she was like, oh, save some for other people, blah, blah, blah. Save some for other people. She just had to say something. Mind you, she was obsessed with me, obsessed. Mind you, in the room at the time, it's just me, my grandma, and my cousin. So my cousin looks at the amount of ice cream I got, and she made the craziest face. She was like, this is not the cousin who, like, I was talking about earlier. This is a different cousin. She was like, I get way more than that. Like, she barely got any. I get way more than that. Mind you, this cousin was like close to my age. And so my grandma, she just laughed, and she was like, you do? Like, and she just laughed and like smiled at her and was being nice to her. And like, you guys, like, you guys have to be strong. If you're in that situation, or if you were in a situation like that where your family was like hyper focused on you, obsessed with you, like, it's because you're special. Like, and it's hard sometimes dealing with stuff like that. It's so hard because like, you're like, I didn't do anything to anyone. Why is people treating me like this? It's because they're obsessed with you, because you're special. God, you are one of God's favorites. You are chosen, and they know you're gonna be something. Like, people don't just pick on people who aren't going to be anything in life. It starts from a young age. Like, they know you're going to be something in life. So they're going to do any and everything to try to dim your light, to try to break your confidence, to try to have you not be confident. And you have to be strong, and you have to know, like, oh no, this is the devil. Like, they these people, they're trying to do this because they're obsessed with me, because I have a light in me that they wish that they had. Like, you're special. You, a lot of the time, like, they will do everything in their power to make you feel bad, even if it's like an achievement. Like, for example, I graduated college and I didn't really invite people to my ceremony or anything. It was just like my mom, my dad, um, a couple of other people, including like my best friend. I didn't invite a whole bunch of friends. I invited one friend to the ceremony. And yeah, like, but anyways, like, when people found out, and from the stories that I'm telling, I'm sure that y'all can tell why I didn't tell people that I was in college or that I was graduating until I already graduated, because look at who we're dealing with, look at the type of people that have been in my life. Like, they don't want the best for me. Like, they want you to limit your mind. They don't want you to be able to go after things, because they know if once you go after what you're supposed to go after in life, like, once you find that purpose, once you do what you're supposed to be doing, and you're aligned with the things that God wants you to be aligned with, there is no stopping you. And they know that. So they're going to try to get in the way when they think that you're not aligned, and they think that you're not doing anything, like not doing your purpose or anything like that. They're going to try to get in the way. They're going to try to say things. Like I said, it starts from a very young age. Like, adults, people were so obsessed with me, so fixated on me from a young age. Family members, like, so many people, you guys. Like, it was crazy, like, to be this obsessed with a child. Now that child has grown up, and everyone's still like so obsessed. Like, friends, like, people I used to be friends with. Like, I am not making this stuff up, you guys. Like, and honestly, it's not the easiest for me to talk about, because I would never thought that I would be on the internet talking about the things that have happened to me. Like, I'm not gonna say everything. I'm not gonna go like super, super, super deep, but I want you guys to know that if you're going through things like this, or if you went through things like this, you're not alone, and you're going through it because you're special. Like, you are one of God's chosen ones, which I already said that, but like, it's because I want you guys to know, like, that's what it is. There's nothing wrong with you. Like, anyways, I had graduated college, and my cousin, she just kept asking me, well, why didn't you tell anybody you were in school or graduating? Why didn't you invite anybody, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't really say much. I just didn't explain much, because but yeah, you guys, I basically told my cousin, like, yeah, I graduated, showed her pictures and stuff. And she was more concerned on why I didn't tell anybody, or like, didn't tell that many people. And when I tell you that, like, we went and seen like some other like distant relatives, and one of them had, we had went and seen like some other family members, like, in a different state. And one of them had like my cousin, the one who I was telling you guys, like, my cousin who I told, like, who I was showing them graduation pictures to and stuff, like, she didn't say congratulations or anything like that. Mind you guys, this is a close cousin. Like, I'm not gonna say exactly which cousin she is, but like, this person is like a very close cousin. And we went to this other state, and she asked this person, like, oh, are you still like in school? And he said, oh no, I graduated like last year, whatever year he said. And she was like, oh, I didn't know you graduated, congratulations, like this and that. Mind you, I was right there. And mind you, she wouldn't know anything about this cousin and his college like experience or whatever, because she's not close to this cousin like at all. And I'm just like, so you can tell this person congratulations, which obviously, you know, congratulations to him. You can tell this person congratulations, but you can't tell me. Mind you, I know, like, honestly, I know this person has low-key been like jealous of me like in my life, but like her and her mom tried to like, I think it started with her mom, to be honest, tried to like tried to make it seem like she was better than me. And the only thing, like, the main things that they tried to use is that, oh, like, she was skinnier than me and that her skin was lighter than mine's. Very like colorist type of things, to be honest. And I'm just like, mind you, like, my family is all shades of colors. Mind you, I'm just like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, and like, if it was other things, like, she hated it. Like, she was like, oh, she wished that she had my eye color. And my brother, he also has like, he doesn't have the same eye color as me, but he has like a bright eye color or whatever. And she's like, oh, I wish I had y'all eye color, this and that. Why do y'all get to have that eye color, this and that? And then like, I used to didn't like straighten my hair. I used to just wear it like braids, whatever. And when I started straightening my hair, people didn't know it was that long because I never like really straightened it, so like shrinkage and stuff. She would always say things about my length of my hair. She would be like, oh, your hair's longer than mine, your hair's longer than mine, like very compare type of thing. And I'm like, girl, we have two different like everything. Like, we have different, yeah, we're cousins, but we have different genetics. Like, I have different parents than you. I even have a different hair texture than you. Like, our hair is different completely. It doesn't mean your hair is not beautiful. You have beautiful hair and I have beautiful hair. Like, so stop comparing, like, but she would always say it. And I'm just like, okay, this doesn't seem like a joke anymore. This seems like something weird going on. And that's because it was something weird going on with a lot of my family members. It was something weird. Like, they had this weird thing against me. Like, even as a kid, like I told y'all, like, it was so weird. Like, they were always obsessed. Like, I remember one Thanksgiving getting up to get like more mac and cheese or something. And my cousin, the one I first spoke about, like in the beginning of this video, she literally watched me get mac and cheese, started eating it, and like where the kitchen was, like, I don't know, my house was, Thanksgiving was at my house, and my house was very like layered, like, I don't know, it's hard to explain like the way it was built. But basically, I started to get up and walk upstairs to the kitchen, and she starts freaking out. She's like, are you gonna eat that? Are you gonna finish that? You're not gonna throw that away, are you? This and that. And I'm just like, I'm done. Like, mind you, it's all this mac and cheese. Like, there wasn't going to be that much mac and cheese that I threw away, because like, I was full, I was finished. And on top of that, aren't you and all these other family members always talking about my weight? Like, and now you're trying to force me to eat food. And she's like, no, you better eat that. You gotta eat that. We're not wasting food around here. You gotta eat that. Mind you, my mom is the person who even got the mac and cheese. What are you talking about? You didn't bring this mac and cheese. You didn't. There's plenty more up there if you want to go get some. Like, it was just ridiculous, you guys. And as I grew, and I'm obviously still growing, but as I grew, I realized that, oh, these people, they weren't just doing that. Like, these people were doing it to you for a reason, because you're special. And it's crazy, because even like when I used to get like bullied in like school, like middle school, I didn't really like, I didn't get bullied in like high school, but like middle school, I used to get bullied a lot. And even my bullies like would tell me sometimes, it's like they knew I was special. Like, and I know it sounds crazy because y'all are like, why would they bully you then and then be trying to be nice to you or whatever? But like randomly they would be telling me like, oh, don't change how you are, like you, like they would say something along those lines. Like they would be like, Tiara, don't change how you are, like you are like a really good person and you're like, I don't, like the things they were saying, I'm not even gonna go into full detail, but that's like a concept of it. And I'm just like, I would even think to myself like, so why are you being mean to me? Like it was like they were playing their role. I feel like I feel like they were playing their role, but deep down they wanted me to know like, oh wait, I want you to know you're special. Don't don't let what we're doing define your life, or like, you know, you have a mission and you have to achieve what you're brought on this earth for. I know that probably sounds like deep for like middle schoolers, but y'all, that's exactly what it was. Like that's the best way I can describe it. That's like exactly how it was. And I'm just like, hmm? Like, and but I didn't like dive too deep into it, but it's like people know that these people know, like, people know you're special. Kids know, adults know, all these people know you're special, and you're not getting singled out and picked on for no reason. You are God's chosen one of his chosen ones, and that's why this is happening to you. And don't be afraid to, you know, middle school and like school and stuff, that's a little different. But like when it comes to like getting, growing in life, don't be afraid to cut off family, to cut off friends, to cut off whoever you need to cut off, because those, y'all, I keep running out of storage, but let me hurry this up and just end the video. I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys real quick. God sees how people are treating you. Like, he sees how your family has been treating you, and he sees how they've been treating you ever since you've been a baby. Like, you are so special. Like, they even like talk about like stories with like family and stuff in the Bible. Like, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but just know that you're special. You're not alone. This has happened to me. This has happened to other people, and this unfortunately will continue to happen to people because they can't handle you. Like, even from a baby, they know that like you are special. Like, I have so many examples I could give, but those are just like some of the examples. I have so many examples, and I know that it's like hard to cut off your family. It's hard to um cut off like friends that you've been friends with for years, or like distance yourself, because like it's sad. Like, you know, whenever I think of my family and stuff, I think of, oh, like, you know, when I get married, I want to do this. When I like have kids, they're going to be around my family and we're just going to be one big happy family. But we have to be smart. And once people show you that like, hey, they don't like you, even as a child, like once they show you that they don't like you, that doesn't mean try to convince them to like you, or maybe if you be around them more, they'll like you. Maybe if they talk about you being chunky, or if they talk about your weight or something, maybe you might think maybe if you lose weight, they'll like you. It's not gonna happen. They don't like you because they don't like you. There's people that's bigger than you that they like. They just don't like you. So there's people, if you feel like if it's, you know, the comments I was saying about like my family member, how she was always like saying things about my skin tone, you might think, oh, well, if I was a different skin tone, she would like me. No, it's not your skin tone. It's that she doesn't like you. And she's saying whatever she can say to try to make you feel bad and not like yourself so you won't reach your full potential. Like, these people are trying to get in your way. It's like they're playing a part. Like I said, when people used to bully me, there would be random moments where they would tell me like, don't change, don't stop being you, don't stop, like, please don't change, please be this way. Like it's almost like they wanted to tell me something but they couldn't tell me, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was literally like they had a role to play and they were playing that role. Like, I know I'm getting real deep with it, like, I know, but like, I'm telling you guys, like, it's not, you're not crazy. And what you're feeling, like, if you feel like you're being attacked by like your family or by like your friend group or something, like if you feel like you're being singled out, it's because you are, and you're using your discernment to realize those things. Like, I don't have like all the words, but like, I hope you guys know what I'm trying to say. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence that they are singling you out, that like, you know, they're being mean to you. And with the family thing, like, for a while I was like the youngest, like, grandkid slash like cousin, whatever. But then I had then my cousins start having kids. Do you think that they got treated in a mean way? No. No, it was just me. Like, nobody else gets treated like that, which I wouldn't want them to get treated like that, but it's just the fact that, okay, this confirms it. Like, it's just a me thing. All these people, they're obsessed with me. Like, and if you're watching this video and you can relate to what I'm saying, then they're obsessed with you too. Like, you're the people that's in your group, in your camp, they are probably obsessed with you, and it's because you're a chosen one. You are special and you have a mission to complete. So don't think that, oh, like, you know, the world just hates you, or like all these people just hate you for no reason or whatever. No, nobody hates on someone who isn't going to do anything in their life. They don't care. They don't care about people who don't have a purpose for their life or who aren't going places in life. No one's going to waste their time hating on someone who's not going places in life. But you, they know that, they know you're going places in life. They know that there's something special about you. So yeah, you guys, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and share some of my story with you. It got a little deep, and I'm proud of myself because I did not cry. And yeah, thank you guys so much for listening, coming to watch me and all that good stuff. And I love y'all, and like, comment, and subscribe, and hype this video, please. And yeah, I think I got like 72 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can reach 100 soon, and then 1,000, and then 100,000, and then 1,000,000. You know, we getting there. But I'm not gonna stop doing my content, and I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for subscribing, watching, supporting me. I love y'all, and I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving and have a great weekend. Bye.